You know what I find funny? Not the fact that Chrisean Rock goes live and put Junior on the screen again, and that's usually a pattern. Whenever Chrisean Rock is caught doing some BS or in the public for the negative stuff that she does, she usually just go lives with Junior as a prompt and make it look like I'm just a little girl trying to take care of their baby, and I'm just a little girl and I don't know nothing. Not that. Not the fact that Chrisean is not mentioning Ronnie, but why some of these other content creators are not mentioning Ronnie, right? Carlissa, the ones that used him for clout, the ones that used him to skyrocket their career, now that it has made TMZ, none of them wants to respond. Blueface don't want to do a live talking about Ronnie. Whack 100 don't want to do a live talking about Ronnie. Carlissa don't want to do a live talking about Ronnie. Tasha K don't want to do a live talking about Ronnie. Now that this shit is on TMZ, you mean to tell me none of y'all want to talk about Ronnie? You know what that means? That means all of y'all are guilty. Because now that the shit is on the stage that y'all want it on, all of y'all want to be quiet and not speak about Ronnie. Now, I understand Chrisean, but Carlissa, you talked to Ronnie. He been told you who her dad was, that they're powerful people, that they'll try to take him out. Or was that the cover-up? Was that the cover-up so y'all can make us think that it was coming from Chrisean people's way when it really is y'all taking people out? Because it doesn't make no sense that all of y'all are not trying to talk about Ronnie. I mean, it seems set up that Chrisean and Blueface meet in Miami to get their story straight. And then all of a sudden, No Jumper's putting out management of Ronnie. Ronnie wasn't even a part of the circus. Wasn't trying to be a bad girl, a bad guy, or nothing. Why would he need a social media manager and he wasn't trying to get a social media career? He really was a rapper. So if anything, Whack 100 would have been his manager because that's where the false promises of putting music out came from, right? But the fact that Chrisean, high school sweetheart, makes TMZ and she don't even say, I hope they find people who unalived them. She don't even acknowledge that this made TMZ, only says more guilt. And TMZ, if you listening, why don't y'all look up Ann? Right? Look into the history of Chrisean, at all of the unalivings that's around her. Look at the people that she set up. She just trying to set Blueface up in Miami, if you ask me. Why would you set up a date with Danza and Lil Ron and then have Blueface show up? And then take Blueface to the same gym that Danza and Lil Ron invited you to after Danza was talking shit about Blueface. So you're going to take Blueface to the same place that your new nigga invited you to. And then you set on right after your weekend with Blueface getting freaked down, you gonna call Lil Ron and say, I really like him, y'all. You a 304 specialist. You a party favorite, Chrisean. You a pass around. And you proud of that shit. No wonder why they like you. No wonder why they want you to be the face because all of them got issues in their mind. They're minor attracted people. They only like you because you got the body of a 13-year-old boy. And something is wrong with them. But until you do right by Junior, everything you think about gonna crumble.